This program may contain coarse language that could offend some viewers. Discretion is advised.
Two well-rested rivals come out of the bye to collide at sold-out Mosaic. It's the middle game of a three-game season series between the undefeated Calgary Stampeders and the 3-4 Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Bo Levi just getting loose. Won the coin toss, CC. Deferred to the second half, and of course, Saskatchewan says, we'll take it. As a quarterback, ex-quarterback, that's tough one to swallow. But as our producer John Hines points out, when you got a defense like Calgary, why not turn it over to them to start the game?
Mic'd up. Just like you. That'll be all the cue talking I do the rest of the day.
Zach reminding you that it is a live mic game. And he gets his second start.
Hey, let's have a day, fellas.
And I know you flinched when they won the toss and didn't take the football. You love the football, but
I knew both. It was a hard time for him to do this, wave his hands over top of each other and say, we'll defer. I could see it in his mannerisms.
So Calgary puts their unbeaten record on the line. Paredes with the kickoff. Christian Jones is on the return, and he gets dragged down by Jameer Thurman at around the 30-yard line. So Zach Claus will
off the hash,
make his second start. Just one win in his last 15 starts, but 261 yards against Edmonton.
Hey, fib. Quads right, Zach's 360 cut. X-Razor, Z-line on one. Ready?
Quick hit, Shaq Evans, not going very far. Dragged down there by the defensive end, Shakira Davis. Second and 7.
Hurry!
5 receivers set. Pass complete. Jordan Williams-Lambert has the catch.
5 more.
And a first down for the Roughriders.
5 more.
Yeah, this is what
5 more. Huddle up. 5 more.
One-to-one practices will do for you. Zach Caleras audibleizing at the line of scrimmage. You heard it going to Paul to Paul.
A weak right tango. 45
He's moving the chains and a nice throw and catch.
Hammer on one. Ready?
First game in 17 days for Saskatchewan. First in 19 for Calgary.
Read it, huh?
Sack on a roll. Now throws downfield. He's got an open target. And it's Williams-Lambert. Loose inside the 30-yard line.
Absolutely love the fact that he's on the run here.
Race!
RPO, getting him on the edge, using his quickness that we once saw a couple years ago. And
56
he stretches the defense and locates William Lambert down the field.
37-yard pickup and a first down.
Hey, North Bass!
See 3 receivers stacked to this near side. And they'll hitch again to Evans. And again, Thurman with the tackle.
Yeah, this defense is absolutely stifling. And just pointing out to you, the Canadian 3 starters on the defensive side of the ball with Wig and Singleton.
Here we go.
Starting the game will be Berger on the back end. We'll see some Tunde Adeleke as well as he's healthy once again.
Hey, easy. Hey, Atlanta. Fire. Hurry.
5th straight pass over the middle. It's caught. And another first down. Nathan Roosevelt has a catch in his 43rd. consecutive game. That's catch number 200.
Yeah, Naaman right here, just curl route, and it's in a little tight window. Brandon Smith, 11-year veterans, right on him as underneath from the linebacker.
Hey,
close that window tightly, and Zach snuck it in there.
Ready?
Good-looking opening drive in the red zone where they are 3 for 9 in the red zone this season. Fake to Trey Mason. And Williams Lambert corralled at around the 6-yard line.
Just the tempo and rhythm and the fluidity of the Saskatchewan offense looks so much better with Zach Caleros having some practices under his belt, and you talk to the players and the team.
Alert.
And they'll tell you how important and the way they run their practices helps them in the development to come out here and have that timing.
60 Z Dodger pylon, R diagonal, X link, and all one. Ready?
Dave Dickens' defense has surrendered only 14 first quarter points this season.
Sit on! Green it!
Second and goal. Gonna dump it off. Mason fumbles. That ball out of bounds before Calgary was able to get a hand on it. Now they're going to rule incomplete.
Oh, let's take a look at this again, seeing whether or not he actually possessed this football. It looked like to me he had from the initial viewing. He's got it here. He turns it up. It's pretty close.
And you hear Dave Dickinson also mention the little surprised it was ruled incomplete. Doesn't matter. Chip shot for Lowther. 20th field goal of the year puts Saskatchewan in front. It was 24-0 at the end of the first quarter 3 weeks ago. Bo Levi Mitchell will start down by 3 in the rematch. The CFL on TSN is brought to you by the Nissan Titan, official vehicle of the Canadian Football League. Welcome back to Regina. Bo Levi Mitchell's turn, 8-1 in his career against Saskatchewan. And they'll start on the ground, and Morris, little room inside before he's met by Lucius Purifoy, one of the newcomers in the Roughrider defense.
33, Bob, 33.
Here we go. Punch right, Z line, 32 plunge sub, edge shield. On foot, ready? Z flat? Yeah.
7 for Morris, 2nd and 3. Back to Morris, and he's got a first down.
Hey, X shield. Here we go. That's just nice and easy.
76.
Here we go. Jump in, y'all.
And you got Ramar Morris making a start for Calgary. Kamar Jordan come off the biggest game of any CFL receiver this season.
31 back and forth,
And
wide open.
highlighted Richards, and you can go ahead and say Dennis as well. Both tackles, they're going to have their hands full with Charleston Hughes and Willie Jefferson.
Chris Jones has 3 defensive ends on the line here. Hughes, along with Jefferson and Antigua. And Mitchell's first pass, incomplete, intended for Lamar Durant. Matt Elam there defensively, and he's back in the lineup after being ineligible in their last game against Edmonton.
So you see, I highlighted Calgary's 3 Canadian starters on defense. Let me do the same thing with Saskatchewan, the same position. Zach Evans, D tackle, Sam Hurl, middle linebacker, on the back end.
63, W Gator, backside poison. On foot, ready. Look for your hot.
Absolutely love the fact that both these teams deploy Canadians in the same positions. Strong up the middle.
2nd and 10 from the 46. And Mitchell throwing the corner looking for Markin Michelle, and it's incomplete. Working against Lucius Purifoy, and there was a little contact downfield.
Yeah, Mark and Michelle right here, and he's going to run right into Lucha's Purifoy. It's almost like he ran to be covered there. You got to push him back a little bit further, get him out of his back pedal before you make your move. Markin was a little impatient there.
Drop paper to punt. Christian Jones is back. Two terrific returners in this game. Jones always dangerous, but tripped up there. Great downfield cover by Patrick Levels. So an impressive opening drive. Zach Caleros hot out of the gate, 6 for 7, 74 yards as the Roughriders put 3 on the board on their opening possession.
6 weeks, Zach Caleros gets off the shelf and looked pretty sharp for the first time out in a long time, with only 1 practice underneath his belt. Got that offense for Saskatchewan going, breathe some life back into their sails, and we saw it here in the first drive. He's slinging it all over the yard. Zach Caleros with the benefit of a few more practices underneath his belt, looking like he's in the rhythm.
Hey, caddy! 44 Ben. Hurry! Sit up!
First running play, Trey Mason. Second level. A clutch tackle there by Jamar Ward. Mason might still be running. 19-yard pickup.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Watch him just gut it right up the middle here. Absolutely opens up a huge lane and he hits it hard. Spencer Moore comes over and seals it, and watch him just hit that hole. It's beautiful. Right down the hash. Zach Caleros checked in the beautiful run call there.
Read it!
First down for the 42. Another into the hands of Evans. Got the catch, got the first down. Working against the newcomer on the corner, Tay Glover Wright.
Stallion! Riders right!
And the Roughriders already 100 yards plus of offense here in the opening 8 minutes.
Hurry!
Yeah.
Hey, Ferrari, same side.
Keep it positive now. Keep it positive.
Hurry! Sit up!
And coming around is Evans. And he bursts through down to the Calgary 43-yard line.
All right, so we got Cadillac, we got Ferrari. And we know that Ferrari's in reverse here. And this is his first-year player from UCLA getting a call around the outside.
And the offense hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, I think they got Calgary on their heels, and unfamiliar territory for those Stampeders for Saskatchewan's taking it to them here early in the first.
Here Dave Dickinson say keep it positive.
Bentley! Hurry! Sit up!
This time they fake to Evans. Caleros puts it up and finds the target.
Are you kidding me?
Took a hit but got it all the way across the field to Caleb Hawley.
Yeah, so we know Cadillac's reversed. Bentley looks like a boot after play fake. So they got all 3 aspects of the game going: the quick hitter play fake, the end around fly sweep or reverse fake, and then Zach takes it here, and he's going to locate this receiver here running a comeback route, and watch him come off of his boot there on Bentley. Gotta love 92. That. Making it all happen here in the first quarter.
Hurry!
7 first downs already.
Got it.
Caleros wide open. Shaq Evans missed him. Couldn't make the connection on what would have been a sure touchdown.
Yeah, he had him early too, and Zach was a little late on picking him up. I don't know where his eyes were, and he's patting his shoulder pad saying that's on me. And yeah, because his man was wide open. Just stick it in right there. Don't have to float that one. You just put that right on the money. That's an easy walk in.
R, W skin, 41 Z SoCal.
Other than that, he's looked crisp here in the first quarter.
Looks like Stephen McAdoo was busy during the bye.
Yeah.
Would help.
Green A.
A lot of stuff happening in this offense. Here comes pressure. And the ball overthrown out of the reach of the intended target, Naaman Roosevelt. And again, the field goal unit has to come on.
Hey, good job, D. Good job. Hey, Lowther, you're going to miss.
Wow, kind of like hey better swing, you know? It's like, that's awesome. With the Little League World Series going on, it fits. Lowther's been money this year, though.
20 of 22 now, and this from 43 yards out. Dave Dickinson couldn't get in his kitchen.
And Lowther's looking at him, too, as he's running off the field like, yeah, what do you think of that?
While they're chasing an 8-0 start, last team to do that, the 2005 BC Lions. Calgary did it in 1993. The only one of those teams at the bottom that won the Grey Cup after an 8-0 start, the 2002 Montreal Alouettes.
Let me guess, Anthony Cavill.
You had an interesting comment, Matt. You feel win-win for both teams on the opening two Saskatchewan series.
Yeah, Saskatchewan finding rhythm offensively and really looked very fluid. Couple of missed opportunities for them on that second drive, but Calgary, I think, has got to consider themselves lucky that Zach missed a wide open sure touchdown and that they only had 2 field goals out of those first 2 impressive drives.
Levi Mitchell 0 for 3 out of the gate. Ed Gainey in coverage there against the intended target, Kamar Jordan. 5 catches, 185. In Calgary's last start against BC, 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. They get home, but Mitchell doesn't go down. And now he'll get dropped. And that Roughrider defense swarming early. Not sure if Willie Jefferson's driving the Bentley or the Ferrari.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of car references here, and it watch this coming right down the pipe here, unscathed. Flushes Bo Levi to duck into the arms of the teammate.
Maver sails this. Christian Jones back at his 31. And he's met 10 yards upfield. Charlie Power led the way. Pierre-Luc Caron. 6-0 Roughriders, first quarter. It's Diversity is Strength Week in the Canadian Football League, and with more on the on what's happening in Saskatchewan, let's head to the sidelines. Here's Claire Hanna.
Thank you very much, CC. Well, of course, the CFL is celebrating the diversity within the league, and that means different things to different people. Yesterday, Bo Levi Mitchell told me that to him, it's the brave people who came before from different religions, different races, and broke barriers. But here's head coach of the Stampeders, Dave Dickinson, on what diversity is strength means to him.
I want to treat everybody the same. I don't really care, though, where you came from. Listen, I'm from small town Montana. It's not like we have a ton of diversity. But by playing sports and being a part of teams and learning other cultures, viewpoints, religions, it can only be better for us. I'm glad we're celebrating it. You know, I'd like to get to a stage where we don't have to celebrate it, that we're just all together in this as one, and we care for each other and we move forward.
And really, all the players and coaches told me that diversity of strength means something unique and different to every single one of them, but that they're playing with a little more oomph for that reason this week.
Dave always has a way of putting things into perspective.
That's why he's been so successful as a head coach.
5 for Thick Ben, 2nd and 5. Crosser. And Alex Singleton makes plays on back-to-back, and Hawley has been shaken up as he grabs his right knee.
Oh, no.
Another terrific series for Alex Singleton, who leads Calgary in tackles.
Yeah, it was Alex Singleton's series there defensively. He got a 2 and out finally with the Saskatchewan Roughriders and imposed his will. Here's the hit on Caleb Hawley. Zach checking down. Great positioning by Alex Singleton. I don't see where it happened, but obviously Alex brought some that Caleb couldn't handle, and for a receiving core that lost Deron Carter over the bye week, they bring in Rob Bagg, a character guy, and to lose a caliber receiver like Caleb Holly here is it looks like he's standing anyways. See how he walks off.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, that's good. That's a good sign. Wow, that's a good sign. Just a little hop and that get along right there. Maybe we'll be able to shake that off and be back, and they won't miss a beat because they've been on fire here. The first couple of series, Alex Singleton put a stop to that. Now they got to punt it away for the first time.
Well, in all likelihood, 3rd and 2 from the 50. You wonder.
Oh, there you go.
Terry Williams awaits. Man, they will punt it away with Josh Bartell. High boot settles into the arms of Williams at the 15, not going anywhere. Sam McGuavin, Jordan Reeves downfield.
Make your getaway with intelligent all-wheel drive in the 2018 Nissan Qashqai.
Oh, when they met 22 days ago, Calgary led 24-0 at the end of the first quarter. Calgary without a point so far, and Bowley by Mitchell without a completion so far.
2-2 and outs, and established no rhythm whatsoever. Credit Sass D. Credit with Guavin with the great special teams play, keeping the momentum going for Sass. Got his 8th special teams tackle on the season.
There's Morris, big hole straight ahead. Ed Geaney puts a stop to it. But good first down production for Romar Morris.
Yeah, CC, we know that Bo Levi Mitchell's been on a mission as far as his wins and losses go, and he's climbing up the depth chart.
He's got his pass in his sights.
Yes, he does. Peter Lisk, Calgary great. Kahari Jones, incredible career. And Huff is going after his GM.
148 yards away from the top 30 ball time. Trying to find somebody here. He's going to take off. And a feet first slide that will draw a penalty. There was contact from McGuavin after Mitchell had given himself up short of the first down.
I don't know what McGuavin did. Did he leave with his helmet, or did he come in there and just take a peek at it?
Major foul, unnecessary roughness. Saskatchewan, number 47. 15 yards at the end of play, automatic first down. Calgary.
Well, they decided that Mitchell or McGuavin had enough time, and Mitchell had given himself up.
And Bo's looking for it too. Surprised me, but this game's changing right in front of our eyes. And there's an example of it. You just can't touch those guys when they give themselves up.
Yeah. Second first down for Calgary so far. Up at the 54. Little sidearm here, Tavares Daniels. There is 189 in the game today. It's Tavares Daniels.
I like it, CC. He's been a good one for the Calgary Stampeders too. Bo Levi Mitchell spreading around a little bit here. A little help from Saskatchewan. Disciplinary problem when Guavin extended this drive.
First completion is a pickup of 5. Daniels 6 for 61 and a touchdown in the first meeting. At the Roughrider 51. Morris again, and he is down, sliced down there on the tackle by Elam.
Yeah, Matt Elam, first-year player from Florida, and I absolutely love this because you got to anticipate when you're only rushing 3. CC, you mentioned it, only 3 down linemen, and you're dropping 9. You got to be able to play downhill like that, and that's exactly what Matt Elam does there. Understands the situation. Calgary's already shown that they're going to run the football in those situations, so they're coming downhill.
How about Calgary? They leave the offense on the field, 3rd and 4. They're 11
chance for Saskatchewan to keep some momentum on their side right here.
It's like Dave Dickinson's trying to change that.
He is.
6 out. Pass. Picked up. It's going back the other way. It's Nick Marshall with his second pick 6 of the season. 65 yards. And Marshall, the rookie corner, has his second touchdown of the year. Second consecutive meeting in which Bo Levi Mitchell has thrown a pick 6.
Yeah, this is, you talk about a momentum changer. It's exactly what we called for Saskatchewan's defense, making it happen. Wide side 2-route. Nick Marshall says, hey, see that coming. Undercuts Daniels, and it's to the house. Right away, you saw it coming. Bo Levi was late with the ball. Nick Marshall just ran the route for Daniels and took it to the house. No problem, boy.
So Mitchell throws his 9th career pick 6, and Saskatchewan's had 4 of them. They'll go for 2. Big to Mason. Open. Roosevelt, 2 points. And a much different opening quarter here than it was 3 weeks ago.
Dictating the ball game to the Calgary Stampeders. Not intimidated at all. Wanted to prove a point. 24 points out of the gate last time these two teams met. Wasn't going to happen today.
14-0 Riders.
This program may contain coarse language that could offend some viewers. Discretion is advised.
Well, dominant opening quarter for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. They had a couple of drives that they settled for field goals, and then the defensive touchdown. Everything went Saskatchewan's way.
Came a long way from the last time these two teams met, when Saskatchewan found themselves down 24 early in the ball game, and they've been dictating offensively. I think Calgary was breathing a sigh of relief on both those 2 initial drives, with only giving up 6 points, 2 field goals, and right there, gambling on 3rd and 4, and Nick Marshall undercutting the throw, just making it look easy in the mind of Bo Levi Mitchell. Dave Dickinson, the Calgary Stampeders are these Saskatchewan Roughriders dictating the flow of this game.
Terry Williams on the return, and he is mowed down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. 3rd and 4 gamble right here. That's Nick Marshall. Watch him undercut the 2 route by Daniels. The ball's a little late. Watch him undercut it. That's just nice. And it's to the house. CC told you, 2nd of the season, Nick Marshall's presence is felt. Making a big impact early in this ball game.
So 1 completion in the opening quarter for Bo Levi Mitchell. Charlie Powers in to help block, and Romar Morris, the ball carrier to the 41. Don Jackson unavailable for the 3rd consecutive game for Calgary.
1 completion or 2. One to his team.
I didn't expect an old quarterback to throw that dart.
Oh, yeah. I threw a few of those over the course of my career.
I mean, you get used to throwing interceptions part of the game, but how unsettling is the pick 6?
Well, it happens, right? And Bo's thrown a few of those this year already, but I can tell you, it's not even so much that as they have no rhythm here. They got to find it in a hurry.
Well, they get Morris out of the backfield for a first down, dragged down by Iguavan up near midfield.
You remember on that drive there when Bo Levi Mitchell did throw that pick 6, it was extended by a penalty that gave the Calgary Stampeders an opportunity to stay on the football field a little bit longer, but they have not been in sync in the first 15 minutes of this football game.
Terry Williams now in the backfield. the ball carrier. Cross midfield to the 54-yard line.
Yeah, as we've got our live mics back up. And
okay, let's go play 54. Okay, Bobby and Shane, we'll take 54.
Here we go. Rebel right. Edge slide. 553 hot. Snapper left. Backside fly pass. Alert 63 W Cheetah. I'll put up already.
Alert 63 W Cheetah.
Hey, alert, alert, alert. Alert, alert, alert.
Stan practiced in the noise this week to the silent count of late. Short drop, quick hitter. Michelle has the catch and a first down at the 45.
Anticipating pressure.
Hey,
Bo Levi alerted, alert, alert. You heard him call that out. Got a hot adjustment of Mark Michelle inside. Sticks him on a quick slant. Bo Levi Mitchell executes that check perfectly.
Tough, X5, 838 Oscar, X sub pass, all go. On foot, ready?
Oh, I like the sounds of that one. Did you hear that, CC? That's got my attention. All go.
And he's looking downfield. It is all go. Looking for the mark. The ran to the corner. Incomplete.
I got chill bumps. I got goosebumps when he called that one. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Take some shots. Try to flip the script. Top of the screen, watch it. This is all go. You don't have to take much to figure that out. Get on your horse and ride. Bo Levi just going to scan the field, and he's got his receiver open there, and he just overthrew him just by a yard. I like the aggressiveness. 1st and 10. Now you got to convert here on 2nd and long. And a very aggressive defense that just took one the other way on you.
2nd and 10. Ball in the pocket, flag down. Daniels open. Calgary touchdown, but will it stand?
Illegal contact on a receiver. Saskatchewan, number 3. A penalties decline. Result of the play, it's a touchdown.
It is a touchdown for Calgary. Mitchell to Daniels, and then 19 went over near the Calgary bench. And
had a little check.
Yeah, it's heating up.
Here's a touchdown here. Watch him slide to his left. And this is proof in the pudding that his arm strength is back this year. He just cocks it and throws a dart to Daniels over the top of Nick Marshall, and tit for tat right there. Right back at you, big boy. He raced that pick 6 by Marshall with a touchdown throw of his own. Bo Levi Mitchell.
That fast, boy.
Got his, was aggressive on that. And I like that. You flip the script. You got to make the defense defend. Offensively, you got to be offensive, make the defense defend, and you saw that in that series.
Paredes misses for the first time on a convert this year. After being 17 for 17, in fact, just his 2nd place kicking miss of the year. But big play from Mitchell to Daniels, and Calgary gets back in it. The break continues next week. Eskimos in Hamilton to meet the Tiger Cats on Joe Montford night. Catch the action 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific across the TSN network and in 4K.
Tavares Daniels, 3rd touchdown of the season, 16th on his career. Ran a nice little subtle move on a guy that's had a pick 6, Nick Marshall. Paid off big for him. I'll show you that after the kick.
12th in the league in receiving, 6 plays, 73 yards in 3:15. Kristen Jones burst through and finally angled out above the 42-yard line. Nice return.
Yeah, that's what Saskatchewan needed there, but they didn't need this. Calgary did. Watch this little subtle move right. Bang! There. Just with his head movement, Marshall lost complete touch with the receiver. Bo Levi Mitchell made him pay. And then he has a little something to say to the Sask bench like, what? What? You ain't got nothing. Little showmanship right there. I love it.
Regular. Spike. Sit down. Read it, huh?
Fake to thick pin. Colaro's on a roll, directing travel. And the receiver, Shaq Evans, went down. Feet got tangled. And no penalty on the play.
We've seen a lot of that incidental contact called here. And
Accidental pass interference, but none forthcoming on that play.
Yeah, and they're right in here.
Hey, 7, Sally.
Their feet definitely get tangled.
Hey, Fiji.
Here you go. Hurry. Sit up.
2nd and 10, here comes pressure. Caleros gets it away, and Roosevelt couldn't track it. Well covered on the play by the veteran, Brandon Smith.
Zach had some heat in the kitchen, had to get rid of it before I think Roosevelt was anticipating the ball coming his way, and they never could relocate it. But Zach, he was on a different time scale than his receiver was.
So back-to-back 2-and-outs for the Saskatchewan offense.
Look at the pressure here. It's coming in right down the middle.
James Vaughters. Bartell with Terry Williams waiting at the 25. High, but this one not as deep. From the 30. Alex Gagne was down in a hurry but couldn't make the tackle, and Williams brings it back to the 38-yard line. Tavares Daniels getting Calgary back in the football game with that 45-yard touchdown from Bo Levi Mitchell. From mic'd up players to behind-the-scenes action, it's CFL Wired.
But we're trying to protect ourselves.
I understand. We're trying to protect all players, too.
And I'm about to go this way, and you ran right into me. I'm like, dang, bro, my fault, bro.
Tuesday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, across the TSN network. Well, I know you admire the bounce-back mentality of Bo Levi Mitchell in the last 2 series. He hands off here.
Quavin just swallowed up. Ball carrier on that play.
Romar Morris, who limped off earlier in the quarter, but back out there now.
Yeah, I call it the gunslinger mentality. In fact, he's got a tattoo on his right arm. That's gunslinger, and you saw it. Throws a pick 6, comes right back, throws a touchdown to Daniels, and he's continuing to climb this ladder.
Yep, over Peter List. 1967, most outstanding player, one of the
Get out there and wait
great gunslingers in Calgary.
Shoot
Stampeder history.
One at a time.
2nd and short, they empty it out, and incomplete. Mark and Michelle couldn't reach it.
Yeah, just like a DB would have to have a short memory, so does a quarterback. And I mean, both of the people who are involved there, Bo Levi Mitchell and Nick Marshall, on the last couple of series for big plays for their teams. And you've got to be able to let it go, move on to the next play. And Bo Levi Mitchell was able to do that, but credit Sask defense for tightening their bootstraps a little bit on this last series and getting off the field.
And Samuel Guavin's got a Saskatchewan touchdown. Defense with a touchdown. Now the teams provide a touchdown.
Samuel Guavin's right here. Watch him just come right up through the middle here, untouched, and like it was scripted. Sticks his hands out casually. Nice little bounce, pick it up, get in the end zone, change the momentum for Saskatchewan once again. So offense hitting on really good time, and it's all cylinders at this point. Defense, pick 6. How about special teams getting involved, getting in the party?
Block and score for a Guavin. Lowther adds the convert. .15-point Roughrider lead. As Samuel Guavin makes the play on the teams.
Another look at it. Samuel Guavin coming in there, untouched, making this look real easy. That's textbook. Don't go to where the punter is, go where the ball's going to be kicked. He sticks his hands out.
Stand up. What he do? Let's get it, baby. Oh, no. Let's get it. BMT. 2-1.
Third-year man. There's Craig Dickinson.
He's talking to his Red Raider Nation Texas Tech boys.
Battle of the brothers here today, and the special teams coach has a big play. McLaughlin's first ever CFL touchdown. Heavy hit there. Here's the veteran teams coach of the Roughriders.
Yeah, he's on my staff back in 2004, and absolutely love the way this guy coaches up, coaches hard. He's got a great understanding. He's a good communicator, good teacher of the game, level-headed, and very sure of what he wants to get done. And he'll take control. And talking to Chris Jones yesterday.
We bleed green, baby.
That man there, Craig Dickinson's instituted get to know your team, and absolutely phenomenal opportunity for players to learn about their teammates that are around them, stuff they don't know. And that's Chris Jones and Craig Dickinson and the entire staff working really hard to bring their team closer together, because when tough times hit, you've got to figure out a way to dig down deep and want to play for those guys next to you. And the more you know about them, the harder it is to give up on them. And this football team is really trying over the last couple of weeks to make some decisions for the football club moving forward. And that's one of them, Chris Jones, Craig Dickinson, implementing that thought process. And I like it a lot.
Devin Bailey shaking up on the kick cover team. He makes his way to the sidelines. Well, both bounce back off the pick six, and let's see what he can do. Rebound after that.
Yeah, you got to feel like you're fighting everybody now.
Do it so far.
Yeah. Now the crowd's into it.
Mitchell rolls. Morris can't make the catch. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You see Bo's reaction there. He's trying to bite his tongue and shake that one off because he threw a catchable ball in there. Now he's looking at 2nd and 10 against a very aggressive defense.
Hey, hurry up.
An enviable position to be in offensively.
Level right. Rome, Michigan right. Alert, 63 smash, backside poison. On foot off already.
Center screen not going anywhere. Eddie Steele put up the steel curtain.
Well, if Eddie wasn't there with that steel curtain, that might have been to the house, because they had the right play called. And it just takes one man to stay in his responsibility in his gap. And to watch Eddie Steele right here plays this beautifully. If he's not there, this could go all the way. He just walked across the face of Erdos and made a heck of a play.
Neighbors punt, sailing to Christian Jones at the 28-yard line. And Jones will be brought down at the 30. Another team's tackle for Jameer Thurman as we head back to Claire Hanna.
Well, Rob Bagg spent 10 seasons with the Riders, but was released following training camp this season. And then to the surprise of Rider Nation and even his teammates, he signed again with Saskatchewan on Wednesday. Now, talking about the character of Rob Bagg, when he entered the locker room on Wednesday, to the surprise of his teammates, he got a standing ovation. Zach Caleros, who's only known him for half a season, said that he is a high-character guy who has a presence about himself. And Naaman Roosevelt told me that when he made the switch from the NFL to the CFL, that Bagg himself would help him after practice, working on his waggle, working on plays. So while he might not be playing in this game today, he has definitely encouraged the team from the locker room.
He's been on the receiving end of plays like that, Claire, and here's a 38-yard connection between Caleros and Shaq Evans.
Yeah, this is a rail shot, and this beautifully thrown, dropped in right over the underneath man, and safety coming over the top. Bagg loves it. It's been there, done that. That's the way to go, boys.
Read it, huh?
Good to see Rock Bag back on the sidelines. Even better when he gets the play in. Caleros got nailed. That ball is ruled a fumble. And it's Thurman bringing it back. It'll have to go through review. Did Zach Caleros have the arm coming forward or not?
We'll take a peek at it right here. You can see Zach.
Automatically reviewed. He's arguing, but Kim Murphy says it will be automatically reviewed.
Yeah, Vaters is right here. Watch him just come right off the edge. Just a nice job of getting around the corner. Just a little rip move underneath. It's tough to see from that angle. Looks like Caleros kind of dips the ball right here. And then I think that's a throw.
Yeah, looks like a throw, doesn't it?
I think they'll get this one right. It's a pretty easy call right there, but tremendous effort by Vaters trying to get to the quarterback. And oftentimes that's the difference between winning and losing right there. Just that little extra effort to get there, because Caleros had an open receiver down the football field. Didn't have time to deliver it, but a heck of a job defensively to disrupt that play.
You see the Rider bench reviewing it. There was a bit of a skirmish. A lot of guys on the field right now.
The ruling on the field is overturned to an incomplete forward pass. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge, because even if they don't pick it up here, they got a chance for a long field goal. We know Lowther's been hot. Another look at it.
Hey, here we go. Listen up, listen up.
Watch Vaters coming right to left.
Hey, weak left. 12 arc crack wide Rodman. Alert opposite. I'm gonna hurry. Ready?
Clearly the arm coming forward despite the work of Vaters.
A little crack and a rub here, trying to sneak somebody out.
Hey, opposite, 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 opposite.
Checking at the line.
Fire, fire. Hurry, hurry. Sit up.
Second and 10. More heat. Screen it to Mason. And Trey Mason brought down Thurman with another sure tackle at the 35. It'll be third down, and the field goal unit will come on.
With the convoy out front, you thought that play was going to get a lot more there, but this Jameer Thurman absolutely been on fire this year. Heck of a tackler, heck of a football player in space, goes and hunts down a very slippery receiver.
Yeah, Dave Dickinson told us a couple of weeks ago the most underrated player on his team.
I don't underrate him as a quarterback. I know where he was every time on the football field. He is a beast.
So here's Lowther from 43. And he is money again.
This is Stamps Football, and Stamps Football is whatever it takes. Get your tickets today at Stampeders.com.
Well, much talked about. Calgary 24 first quarter points the last meeting. 24 on the board for Saskatchewan.
That's CC.
In the first half.
They scored 14 offensively. 3 field goals. I'll make that 17 offensively. 3 field goals and 8 points offensively. Special teams and defense doing their thing.
And off inside. Not going very far. Cameron Judge from his weak side linebacker spot makes the tackle. Well, the Riders' touchdowns this year, they have 8 on offense. They now have 7 from their defense or special teams.
Hey,
That's a heck of a battle when you never thought you'd be in.
W-Tandem, Z-Min, 60, Mallard Spike, T-Swing, on December, ready?
Largest lead of the year for Saskatchewan against a team that has led in every game by at least 14. Mitchell couldn't get set. He's going to get dropped. And Matt Elam has his first Canadian Football League sack. Third consecutive 2 and out.
Just stick here.
Yeah, he's right here coming off the edge, just coming from far. Look at the spatial awareness there, putting every one of those offensive linemen. Oh, he just jacks up. Morris, running back Morris in the backfield and says, "Get away from me."
Jones at his 31. And a cutback there into the traffic. Went McManus a tackle at the 45-yard line. Well, we mentioned 24-0 became 24-19. Doesn't matter how big the lead is. It's still early, and Saskatchewan want to keep the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, you got that right. And I just want to point out, look at the spatial awareness that Saskatchewan brings to the defense, bringing from all different angles, forcing every one of those offensive linemen basically to play on an island, creating gaps for people to go through. I love what Chris Jones does, and you see a lot from Noel Thorpe, too, in the Ottawa defense this year.
Here's Mason. Gets close to 5 yards. Jagarrett Davis in on the tackle. Zach Calero said 146 yards passing.
Nice run, nice run. Hey, middle field here. Listen up. Hey, squeeze the quads left. 50 S-wheel, X-Cop, R-Banger, Z-Doc on one. Ready?
I like it.
Hey, Detroit, Delta. Hey, fire. Hurry.
Didn't get the play off.
Chris Jones called timeout.
Timeout, though.
Yeah, he was afraid his quarterback wasn't aware of the situation where Zach was. You heard him saying, Delta, hurry. And you know that he was aware of the 20-second clock. He's looking at him in both end zones right in his face, and Jones, he didn't think he'd get there, so he called the timeout himself.
And with the timeout, they're going to call the 3-minute warning here. Been a big first half for the home side.
Let's go, fellas, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm mic'd up, just saying.
Welcome back.
I would vote you first off the bus if we had a first off the bus award. First off the bus.
Get a hit on somebody. Let them know we're physical. We're ready to be here.
This is counting into your time on the sideline today, right here. They couldn't get you a black one of those?
They're going to get one next week. Dance on 3, 1, 2.
If this continues, Chris Jones might have to wear green on the sidelines every week.
No kidding. Why wouldn't he?
Hurry. Ta-da!
Now 2nd and 5 after the timeout. Caleros out of the pocket. Evans on the sidelines has the catch and a first down into Calgary territory at the Stamp 51.
Yeah, and, Jonesy called the timeout there because he didn't want to be in a 2nd and 10 situation, giving the defense the advantage there. So he keeps it in 2nd and 5. Caleros scrambles to his right.
Here we go. Hey, yo-yo to
finds his man right on the sidelines. Nice job on both ends.
Ready? Be ready out there.
Jack Evans, 5 catches, 68 yards. First down, and Caleros rolling to his right again, this time incomplete. Looking for Evans again in coverage. The newcomer, Tate Glover Wright, replacing the injured Trey Roberson.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him, but he's been with the club a little over a year and a half. 2 years, it says, in your program from Utah State.
Played in the regular season finale last year against Winnipeg.
I just love how they cultivate players in Calgary. Never really throwing a guy to the Wolves. Always cultivating and bringing them along.
Come on, baby.
2nd and 10. From the pocket. There's another target. And another first down. Devin Bailey has a catch. And that's the 6th different receiver for Caleros in this first half.
Well, and this ball is the number 1. Put it down. The heater just stuck it in there. Gotta like that.
Huddle up. Here we go.
Showing the strong arms. That Caleros bye week helping him out.
750. YZ Indigo W Chico on 1. Ready?
This looks like the quarterback we used to see in Hamilton a few years ago.
Yeah, the league's better with the healthy, productive Zach Caleros with confidence.
Gets it out of his hands in a hurry. Mason, and that's a terrific defensive play made by Emmanuel Davis.
Came from a long way away. Trey Mason in space is a nightmare for any defender.
Magnum spread left.
He made that look easy. Slinging it. Great close.
Hey, Fresno State! Fresno State! Hurry, hurry!
Second and 8. Steps up. Nearly got dragged down in a hot potato, and that ball is loose. And
a whistle.
Yeah, we didn't hear a whistle, and now we do, and Adam Berger has the football. Looks like a takeaway for the Stampeders defense.
Off-script play there. Zach Caleres trying to make something happen. Trey Mason trying to secure it with people coming at him from 3 different directions. And
now he did have control after a bobble or two.
Yes,
was he down by contact?
Better look. Oh, that ball was knocked
like
out by Alex.
Punched out by Singleton.
Sneaky middle linebacker. Was his knee down though? Can we jog that back and see if that knee was down before he stuck that fist right on the football?
Thought that angle showed that it might not be down yet.
Watch his knee. Oh no, that ball's out.
It is out. Looks like it'll be Calgary football with 93 seconds remaining in the first half. Definitely out.
Yeah, time for that defense to step up. If you're a Saskatchewan fan, don't let Calgary sneak back in here in the first 30 minutes of the ball game with 1:33 left. Go the length of the field, put points on the board. Don't want that to happen.
Stamps plus 17 in the giveaway takeaway coming in. If this isn't a fumble recovery, they'd be -1 on the night.
After automatic review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
That was a great call, great no call or no whistle by the officials to let that play extend. They got it right first time out. Shows you how difficult it is to make those calls on a regular basis. Officials bang on that time.
So instead of adding to their lead, a chance for Calgary to cut into the Roughrider advantage. More heat from Jefferson. And that pass dropped, and they've really been out of sync here in this first half. Kamar Jordan, player of the week a couple of weeks ago, has not been able to get on track. He does not have a catch.
Yeah, Bo's on the run, and this ball's just a little bit behind him, but you got to think a guy like that.
Here we go. Rebel right.
Squeeze that.
65, Ontario.
99% of the time, looks like he just lost his footing and his concentration.
Calgary quarterbacks 5 for 13.
Hey, watch 26.
Second and 10 with flags down deep. Michelle can't run underneath that one. Let's check the flags.
Offside. Saskatchewan. Number 15. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Mike Edom, the safety, called offside, so it'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and Bo Levi locked on to Marcus Michelle going down his left-hand side. And you watch this receiver right here. He's got his man beat right off the snap of the football and nobody over the top. Bang, give it to him. That's touchdown. Bo's looking the other way. Missed opportunity.
Reaching for the first down, he'll be close, just short of midfield.
Hey, Rebel right out on! Rebel right out on! 60, 60! Alaska! Alaska!
And it looks like they are calling the sticks out for a measurement.
Well, so Bo can relax here a little bit, call the boys in, huddle up, get them on the same page.
Hey!
Lined up here, Bo. Getting fast.
Mud!
Hiccup on the backside.
Oh, sorry, hiccup! Hiccup! Hey, hiccup!
Matt, as a quarterback, how much of an extra edge?
Let's go, man.
All the quarterbacks have the mics in their helmets. Is that a first down?
It's a first down.
It is. How much of an extra edge is it for another quarterback in Bo Levi Mitchell's here and Dave Dickinson?
It's like cheating.
That much.
Yeah, that much. Got a Hall of Famer coach who threw 150 154 touchdown passes to 51 interceptions. So doctor out there slicing and dicing defenses in your ear, telling you what to do. That's like cheating.
First and 10, stop up. And overthrows Daniels underneath because the pressure was closing in on him. Boy, he's been under duress throughout this first half.
Here's Charlton, who got to Bo Levi Mitchell twice the last time they met. That's just nice hustle there. Just introducing himself again, giving a little extra at the end of it. Grinding him a little bit into the turf. No love lost there.
Mitchell 1 for 5 since the touchdown pass to DeVaris Daniels. 2nd and 10. Dancing in the pocket again, and down again. And Matt Elam has another sack. They have swarmed Bo Levi Mitchell in this first half.
Yeah, he had happy feet on that play right there.
Kick outside the numbers and will bounce off Jones out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, watch where Matt Elam comes from. He's got to come a long way. This is why you got to have a hook, have a motor, and he's got a motor on this play. Go get him. Go get him.
Hey, listen up.
Mitchell had no chance of settling his feet down, looking for receivers down the field. He was dealing with all kinds of problems in the kitchen.
5, 6, 1, tug. Trying to get paid, cuz. I love you, Mom. I love you.
Trying to get paid, cuz, with I love you, Mom.
Read it. Read it, huh? So no points off that turnover, and here's Thickpen. Bounced off first contact. And then Singleton comes up with another tackle.
See, I tell you what, Matt Elam was going to get paid if he keeps playing like that. He's had a great first half here. Impact play.
Hope he got paid for the last game, even though they forgot to put him on the game sheet.
Hey, still punch right. 44 brick, W pinch, Y edge on one. Ready?
They're going to bring somebody off the edge. Make sure that he's protected on a run here, possibly.
Sit on. Read it. Read it up. 2nd and 1, handoff to the speedy Thickpen. Again, Singleton on the tackle. A first down with 15 seconds remaining.
Do you take a shot here? I do.
Monster Big.
You're always taking a shot.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're up 24-6.
Monster Big.
Got
Monster Big.
18-point lead.
2 out. 2 come out.
Why not?
Not good enough to take to the room?
No.
Yeah.
Don't risk it.
Keep them on their heels.
Hey, let's finish this in the second half.
Throw another
Let's go. Stay
haymaker
locked
at
in
him before you
Stay
go
locked
in
in.
for
Hey,
half.
victory on one. Ready?
Ow. I don't like what this says.
Yeah.
I like what the first 30 minutes said, though.
You're always throwing haymakers, but you know what? They threw a big punch in that first half, and they've got Calgary on their heels. That's as good a first half as Saskatchewan's had this year, as tough a one as Dave Dickinson's had. 24-6 as we head to Ron Smith and the guys.
This program may contain coarse language that could offend some viewers. Discretion is advised.
First lead at the half for Saskatchewan since week 1. The first time Calgary's trailed at the half since week 1. 24-6. Before we start the second half, here's Claire Hanna with Dave Dickinson.
Well, Coach, you find yourself in some unfamiliar territory. You haven't trailed at half since week 1 against Hamilton. What did you tell the guys?
Well, I mean, we took some punches. There ain't no doubt about it. But we can learn and we can hopefully rise up. You know what? Let's go after it. Let's try to win this half. I mean, we've beaten a team by more than 18 and a half before. It's going to be a challenge. We knew it was going to be a tough game. They're outplaying us right now. There ain't no doubt about it. So let's rise up. Let's get some leadership and let's go after it.
The Riders' defense got to both 3 times. How did you address protection?
Well, well, we had an injury in there. We're not sharp at all. We're not holding up. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. Why would they stop? So until we can block them, we won't have success.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
So the coach direct, his team has already surrendered more points today than in any game so far this season.
And defensively, CC, they give up average 4.9 yards per play. Best in the league. Worst in the league is 7.2. Calgary in the first half has given up 7.3 per play in the first 30 minutes.
They get the ball first, and they get it into the hands of Terry Williams on the return, up beyond the 30-yard line. So Mitchell will try and bounce back. Just 5 completions in that opening 30 minutes of football.
He just hasn't had time to settle his feet and to go through progressions. Been a lot of pressure coming from a lot of different angles, and I mentioned spatial awareness. I absolutely love how Chris Jones is deploying his defense and bringing his athletes from all over the place.
Dave Dickinson mentioned there'd been injury and protection. You see Spencer Wilson now at left guard for the injured Shane Bergman. Wilson, the jack of all trades in that O-line, has played every position. And Moore belted on the opening play as Charleston Hughes slams the door.
As much as you want to set the tone offensively, you come out and try to make up this deficit. Defense is trying to do the same thing, and Charleston Hughes absolutely just annihilates.
60 puck, wide wheel, backside W2, T3.
Roll.
60.
Mitchell from the pocket, running out of time, lost the football, and the Roughriders have got it. Charleston Hughes,
Sir! Yes, sir!
with his 10th sack of the year.
Charleston says, not today, not at my watch, as he comes around outside like all the girls around the outside. Look at him, just fighting to get there. Stripped it 2. Turnover, Calgary.
Strip sack, and Hughes now, for the 6th time in his career, in double digits in the season for sacks. There's a defensive haymaker.
That's awesome. That is just saying, no, this is going to be another 30 minutes of a beat down. We'll see if that's the case, but it's a great start for Saskatchewan, setting the tone in the last 30.
Let it roll, let it roll. Let it roll, let it roll. Hurry, hurry.
So sudden change. Let's see what the Riders do with it. Mason inside for 3.
Speaking of 3, that's pretty conservative call here. Pick you a couple of yards up, and you're already positioned to get 3 points. And not a bad call.
Griffin on one, ready?
Let's see what Griffin's all about.
Yeah. Sit down. Read it, huh?
2nd and 7. Stands in, open target over the middle. It's caught, and Williams Lambert, who got off to a great start in the first series, has his 4th catch.
Hey, Jets, go right up here, right across the middle. Ball's a little bit late. Zach had him early, but he did spot him, and he fed it to him.
Smash one! Smash one!
1st and goal.
Hurry!
Mason lunging for the end zone. And
heck of a second effort.
Yeah, looked like he was stopped around the 3, and they are going to mark him back there. That lunge after being down by contact.
He squirts through here like a watermelon seed. Initial contact there. Brandon Smith can't wrap him, and then here he extends.
Geez, I'm not sure he ever did touch. Some remarkable balance, but they mark it about 2.5 out.
Caleros is asking for them to look at it, and he saw it differently.
And it's Marshall, a quarterback, and he's in for the score. Touchdown on defense, touchdown on offense, and the former Auburn quarterback hits Peter.
You gotta love this. There's a former quarterback, as you say. Auburn played in the BCS championship game against Florida State back in the day, 2014. He remembers how to do it from back there.
Well, Deron Carter, the two-way specialist, isn't around anymore, but apparently they still have a guy that can play on both sides of the football.
I like it.
Well, you put the mad scientist in the lab for a couple of weeks, and Chris Jones pulling all kinds of things out of the lab.
I'll throw a little Scott McAdoo as well.
Points off the turnover. The lead expanded to 25. On the kickoff, Williams with the return. And he'll tightrope up the sidelines for a few extra yards to the 36. So Nick Marshall goes back to his usual 9-5 on the corner.
He's having a day, showing you his versatility. His trophy case is getting full of those collections.
So 7 points on turnovers. Look at that. Calgary had only 11 points against off their turnovers this year. In the first 7 games, 22 so far today. Omar Moore's good run, first down, up beyond the 45.
Glad to see Calgary staying with the run game down 25. You heard Dickey talk about it at halftime. We've come back from 18 points down. How about 25?
Rebel right, ex-tornado, 31 back to Jedi, coat, on foot off already.
Moore's 52 yards, which is his season best, and this is his third start. Take the draw, swing it far side, and Gar Jordan his first catch, and he gets across midfield close to another first down. Jordan's 6th in the league, and that's his first catch of the game. 2 targets in the opening half.
Hard play fake inside to Romar. Good eyes, stick it out there, and use the quickness which that young man worked on all offseason to his advantage.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough for a first down. Got Terry Williams, and Williams another first down, slowed up by Toby Antigua, but ran through the tackle inside the 40.
Yeah, this is just a great recognition by Bo Levi Mitchell. Look at the defense, you top right of the screen. They're confused. Aguavin's trying to get his guys straight. It's too late. Bo Levi Mitchell's already got him outnumbered and sees it, takes advantage.
And inside, Lamar Durant to catch, and close to another first down. And he has his first catch.
You might have heard Coach Jones on the sidelines, doesn't want to give anything away, and that's what it seems in the last couple of plays. I would say that Calgary's trying to take it, claw their way back in here after 25-point deficit.
Durant took a shot there. He leaves the game.
61 spot. T-Rock.
Mitchell 3 for 3 on the drive.
Y'all go.
Could be taking a shot here. Great opportunity. 1st and 10. Why not?
Richardson
matchup up top.
Early movement. Derek Dennis out of his stance. At left tackle, the former Rough Rider.
Credit that one to the crowd and the noise they're making pre-snap.
Always hard for us to...
Calgary, number 63. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Tough for us to gauge, but you sense this is as loud as it's been in here this season.
V tornado.
Yeah, I agree.
52 hot. V tunnel right. Alert. 52 hot. Winchester.
It's the first Calgary penalty of the game.
Yeah, so just an injury to Bergman causes 2 changes up front. Wilson goes to left tackle. Dennis has got a kick down to left guard. So watch that.
Looking there, busted up. Nice defensive play by the safety Mike Edom, intended for Jawan Bruskeson.
Excuse me, that Wilson just moved to left tackle and Dennis stays out. Left tackle as Wilson goes to guard. And as this play rolls out, I mean, that's just a heck of an adjustment by your Mike Edom. Free safety and coverage, got like that.
2nd and 15. Well, Dave Dickinson been playing 3-down football. Down by 25. Gonna take the shot here for Jordan. Stretched up, touchdown. Great catch for Kamar Jordan up against Ed Gady.
Yeah, and that can't be any tighter coverage. That was really good coverage, but just a better throw and catch. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the opposition. They get paid too. Big strike capabilities here. 2nd and 20.
What a spectacular catch. Although as they show it here, some of the fans thinking, is that trapped or not? And again, under review, the arm underneath the football. 5th touchdown of the year for Jordan.
That's really tight coverage by Gainey. He actually grabbed Kamar Jordan's right arm prior to the ball getting there. It's a heck of concentration there by Jordan to go get that. You can see it. He's just...
It looks like he's got confirmation there. Give Murphy his whistle play in. And they'll go for 2.
Hey, you bomber!
Trying to get within 17. For Durant. Broken up. Incomplete. So they miss a 1-point convert. Now are stopped on a 2-point attempt, but they get a brilliant touchdown grab from Kamar Jordan. And it's 31-12. 7 plays, 74 yards, and the big touchdown strike. Sports Center highlight for Kamar Jordan.
Yeah, you think so. I thought it could have been DPI. Gainey hanging on to Jordan's right arm right there. And then are his mitts underneath it? I think they are. Calgary needed that one.
Those 2 old teammates have had something going all evening. Kristen Jones with the return, and Jameer Thurman there to greet him again at the 30-yard line.
Did you say groove him?
Greet him.
Greet him?
Very politely.
Yes. Whatever he did, he laid the wood on him and
huddle up.
Getting it done, not only defensively, but on special teams.
Hey, whip the spread left. R fly, 45, W stick, R flat, Y edge on 1. Ready?
Just went through the entire progression of every receiver's responsibility. Told them all what to do.
Read it! Read it!
Again with Caleb Hawley, it's Jordan Williams-Lambert stuck at the 35. That's the newcomer Glover Wright with the tackle. 2nd and 5. Oh, let's call it 6. 2nd and 4.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, Fib. spread right, fake 161, X standard bucks, Z Chico switch on 1. Ready? See you live.
Get it right, see, let's go.
Hey, alert. Sit down. Read it. Read it, huh?
Get up the field. Get up the field.
Lambert's got the catch and falls forward for the first down.
Yeah, Zach Calero sees the safety down and pressure's coming off the edge, and he just looks to his slot back and says, alert, alert. Williams Lambert's on the same page, settles down for him, is able to get rid of the ball and move the chains.
Hurry. Hey, North Salmon.
I'm getting hungry.
Hurry.
Fake to Mason, little sidearm underneath. Roosevelt's got a catch at the 47-yard line. 5 more.
You got me there. Hey, good catch. 5 more. Here we go. Hey, spread left 60, W Allstate, Z Dodger, S Burst on 1. Ready? Okay. Let's go.
Offensive coordinator Stephen McAdoo. That's what he has seen so far. Calero's over 200 yards passing now. Going to the bench. Nobody there at that time as he and Shaquille Evans weren't on the same page. And the punt team comes on. Drive stalls at the Rider 46.
Can't stop the wind.
And maybe a little bit of daylight here. An opportunity for Calgary.
A glimpse. There's a little flicker of a light.
Terry Williams had a punt return touchdown in the last meeting. Really put that on the ground, but nearly got loose too. Tripped up over the 35-yard line. And Calgary back to work after that 7-play, 74-yard touchdown march. Plaza of Honor weekend here in Saskatchewan. Always a big event. And Jim Hobson, our congratulations to the former president who helped guide them to a Grey Cup in 2013. John Terry, a great lineman in the late 90s, three-time Western All-Star, the newest inductees, and Dave Dickinson, a Hall of Famer in his own right, over to offer congratulations to those two great gentlemen. Here's Mike Michelle, a rookie him run, and Michelle into Roughrider territory, pinballing his way to the 48.
Fire! Hey, go flop. Hey, mark it. Rebel left. Mark it. Go over there.
It's like
go
flashback. You don't know if it's Mark and Michelle or Pinball Clemens. Hall of Famer and great coach and player in the league for so many years, an inspirational speaker, and boy, he's just feeling it on that play.
Had 5 make contact before he went down, and Omar Morris has run hard in this game. Cameron Judge felt the effects of that, and he has been shaken up.
I can tell you didn't know.
Second-year player from UCLA hit him flush and took the brunt of it on his shoulder, coming downhill.
Running back the hammer that time, and Cameron Judge the nail.
For tickets, go to Riderville.com.
Hey, be ready for basketball right away.
Judge to the sidelines.
Right now.
Levi Mitchell calling a
right now. We're 40 yards out.
Second and less than 1 play. He has passed Peter Lisk and Kahari Jones into the top 30. And look who's next on that illustrious quarterback list.
Wow. He's going to work. He's got some work in front of him here tonight. I expect him to go over top here and take a shot.
Yep. Let's go, Sherry. On red, ready.
Just let them know they're 40 yards away from getting
Jerry
back in the football game.
I'd say take a shot.
First down for Morris, who's up to 63 yards in the game. Flags down on the play.
Jerry, yeah.
21, 54 hot.
Yeah, Morris got his first start here 3 weeks ago. First time these two teams played.
Offside. Saskatchewan, number 91. 5-yard penalty, first down, Calgary.
And Dickey told us that he's earned another spot.
Wide open on WD.
Chad Jeter offside, so
54 hot, F flag,
they
backside
take
drive,
the penalty.
I'm put up, ready, talk it out, let's go. To the flat.
Don Jackson wasn't quite healthy enough, and Romar gets a start.
Receiver near side. Mitchell's got time. Crosser. Daniels. Dropped around the 27. He's got 8 more for the Stampeders. Sam hurled the tackle. Playing in his 98th CFL game.
Bo's finding a little bit of rhythm here.
Let's go B drop. B drop. Ready to go.
I'm put up already.
Back to 50%. 11 of 22. Lamar Durant in motion. Morris not going anywhere. Willie Jefferson closed down.
Length and speed and athleticism. Willie Jefferson coming off the edge. Just living in the backfield, changing the line of scrimmage, coming right off the edge here. Watch him get there. Bam, look at that explosion. Lodged down, swarmed the running back.
Lost yards, it was 2nd and 3, now it's 3rd and 5. 3 points of making a 2-possession game, but they are looking for more than a field goal. Already turned it over on downs and turned it over 3 times in the game.
Crowd understands the importance of this 3rd down play.
Hey, do it!
There we go. Looking for Preskinson, and he's got it! And it's a touchdown! Jawan Preskinson on 3rd and 5. Catch, 2nd touchdown, and 1 3rd down conversion.
Oh man, looked like some disarray on both sides of the ball. Bo got it, I think, before he wanted it, and just threw a back shoulder play to Preskinson, and he made a beautiful play on the ball.
Back-to-back touchdown drives for Calgary.
That's Preskinson's 2nd of the year. I don't think any bigger than that play, climbing back in this ball game. Huge play at 3rd and 5.
He had that one-hand highlight reel catch in the opening week, but
it was pretty.
He'll like that one more.
I think so.
Down by 13, trying to get it to 11. And he has got it. Jordan back in the end zone against Geedy, and it's suddenly 31-20. Three touchdown passes in the game for Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is by design, but watch the receiver and the ball and the timing. The ball snapped. The ball snapped now, and the receiver's just standing there, kind of like lulling Mike Eden to sleep. Then it's a back shoulder throw, a nice play and ball, breaks the tackle. Huge 3rd and 5 touchdown.
7 first downs in the first half, 8 on the last 2 drives, both resulting in touchdowns.
I just love watching Bo Levi's eyes there on that play. And then the convert, 2-point convert, the snap is low to his left, takes his eyes off the defense. He stays to the left, and then he finds Jordan to his right with a beautiful throw. He stays left, doesn't panic, throws a dime for the 2-point convert. That's just gorgeous.
Christian Jones from inside his 5. Or Emilati down to drop him at the 23-yard line. It's been a different second half for this Calgary offense.
They're looking at Ryan Dinwiddie there, helping the guys on the sidelines.
That can be a great tackle touchdown. So sell that thing, run hard out, and I'll put it on your body that you can't turn and break that tackle and go.
He's talking about getting one-on-one coverage, just throwing the back shoulder throw, calling out his guys, telling them exactly what he wants to do. They got it done in that last 3rd and 5.
Let's see what Colaros does in response. Hands it off to Thigpen. Bounced off first contact. Junior Turner there to bring him down at about the 29-yard line.
You sense the urgency by the Calgary Stampeder defense here, trying to level or raise their level of intensity. And nice job by
North Tuna. Spread left, North Tuna.
Breaking a few tackles there, putting them in second and manageable.
Devon Claybrooke's crew leading in 20 of 28 defensive categories coming into this game. Looking for a quick stop here. Thigpen again. And Thigpen has got the first down.
Huddle.
Yeah, that may not look like much, but that's a huge first down, stymieing a bit of the bleeding right now. The momentum of the Calgary Stampeders shifting it here in the 3rd quarter.
Huddle. Hey, weak left, R skin, 45, W stick, R flat, Y edge on 1. Ready?
Should be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Surprisingly, Mitchell with more passing yards now than Colaros. Difference of 7. Colaros to Williams-Lambert. Tough guy to wrestle down, and he is dropped up at the 40-yard line. Close to 6 on the final play of the 3rd quarter. But it is on here at Mosaic. A pair of touchdown marches for the Stampeders to close the gap. It is 31-20 at 3/4 time here at Sold Out Mosaic.
This program may contain coarse language that could offend some viewers. Discretion is advised.
Well, you knew they weren't going to go away quietly, but they have made a lot of noise to get right back in the football game.
We heard Chris Jones talk about it too on the sidelines. Let's not give away things here now. And I'm not so sure if it wasn't the Calgary Stampeders just taking it from Saskatchewan, fighting back. And we heard Dave Dickinson, head coach of the Stamps, say at halftime to our Claire that, hey, we've been down 18 before. We can come back, but then they made it to 25, and now they dug themselves even a bigger hole. But seems like they're right back in this football game.
Yeah, the comeback script probably did not include giving up the first points of the second half, but
everybody was just looking at it.
net yards 3rd quarter, Calgary 150, Saskatchewan 61, and we start the 4th with a big second down play here. Second and 6. Short drop. Had some time. Has a receiver. It's Williams-Lambert again. And he's got a first down. And he's a tough guy to bring down if you're just holding on to the shirt.
This is just fabulous protection. Just watch Zach Colaros. Watch how quiet his feet are as he surveys the field here. Just standing there. And then he strong arms it out to his favorite target.
Hurry. No. Hey, caddy. Ben. Hurry. Sit down.
Hand it off. And Thigpen with a hurdle there to get yards before Thurman brings him down. By the way, Williams-Lambert, the first 100-yard receiver for Saskatchewan on the season.
Go get this.
Nice run by Marcus Thigpen.
This is speed
two back.
by the offensive player in Thigpen. Quickness, and then Jameer Thurman just closing space incredibly on an explosive running back. That's huge. That could have been a lot more.
Start the pistol and come down.
Thurman with 7 combined tackles in the game. Trey Mason now in the backfield. Mason the ball carrier. Thurman the tackler once again.
Well, I mean, if you want to chew up some time, this is a good way to do it. 2nd and 6, get a big play to your favorite receiver on the night in Williams Lambert, and then just start pounding the line of scrimmage. Let those big boys eat up front.
Let's go.
So when John Terry goes into the ring of honor,
Spread right.
big salute from the big boys
money.
up front for
R.
Saskatchewan, getting it done here in this series.
Press set it down at the Calgary 41.
Read it.
Gonna swing it over to that far side off his shoe tops for another catch. Again, no Caleb Hawley. And without Deron Carter in the organization, they're leading on Williams Lambert now. 9 catches.
And I got to add in a little Rob Bang on the sidelines, just itching to get back in the lineup. Chris Jones trying to march his offensive troops down the field here. And
hey, you're hot, Chuck.
Go up 17, possibly 18.
Great response drive, 8th play of the drive.
Read it.
2nd and 4. Mason. And a flag comes down. Mason close to the first down. And it's a hold against Saskatchewan. Then Mason comes up swinging, and we've got a Donnybrook here. The rivalry very much on. This almost exploded once in the first half, and it boils over here early in the 4th quarter. Initial holding call against Saskatchewan. And unfortunately, in these circumstances, not always Junior Turner in a lather. Not always who initiated it, but who they spot at the end of it. That was Jagarrett Davis and Mason. And then everybody piles on. So Kim Murphy has some decisions to make. Had a couple of ejections for something that didn't seem quite that serious last night.
Stay right here. See what happens, okay?
In the Edmonton-Montreal game.
Sort this all out. A lot going on. Big old pile of humanity. Certainly looked like the Calgary defender was squeezing Trey Mason's head just a little bit longer than normal.
Yep.
Started everything. Kind of rubbing it in like you would your little brother.
If anything goes down, just play the game, or else if it's the wrong way, then you got to just roll, okay? No gestures to the fans. See what happens. Let's see what happens.
Remind him who's boss.
Let's go, D.
That's like.
Let's go, Thurman.
Dave Dickinson trying to keep a lid on things at the Calgary bench.
Jagarrett Davis right there.
There's ejections. If they're doing this.
And Coach Dickinson anticipating that we will get ejections. And again, we had a precedent last night with.
That's not a good thing for an offensive line if there's any ejections. D-line, if there are any ejections for the Saskatchewan offensive line. That'll cause problems.
Hey.
There's a lot to sort out here. Kim Murphy's got his work cut out for him.
Good enough.
We know Junior Turner was hot on the collar.
Started with Mason and Davis, and then a lot of guys got involved. Junior Turner seemed to be the most upset. And I think Dave Dickinson just wants a decision here. He's going to get word from
who? Number 8 for abuse of an official. If you can get him off the field.
Okay. And what's the penalties?
Everything else I think is offset except holding against them. So
okay.
That one's going to fly.
Manuel Davis for abuse of officials.
Hey, Chop, you got to go. Yeah. I need a halfback. Half. Let's go. I got to have a halfback. One of you two is playing.
He's going to get more tacked on right there. I can guarantee it.
He's not going quietly.
No, and he should. And George Hopkins is helping him off the field. Gio has been there forever in Calgary. He's been there, done that, and he's trying to calm down Emmanuel, and he's not doing himself any good. He's just costing himself more and more money every time he turns to one of those officials and pops off.
Well, Sunday Delicate coming off the injury list. Looks like he's going to get sent in. Patrick Level's available as well. See what else.
We have multiple fouls on the play.
You think?
Holding Saskatchewan, number 58. Major foul, unnecessary roughness. Saskatchewan, number 10. And Calgary, number 95. Those offset. We've got a disqualification. Rough play. Calgary, number 8. We're going to go up 15 yards. It'll be an automatic first down.
Well, they're going up 15. Did they calculate the holding call in there?
I don't know. Well, look at Jacarra Davis in this mess.
There were only 4 accepted penalties in the game until that. Davis in the middle of the fray.
Nah, it's tough to tell anything there.
Well, it's an automatic first down. And Collaros throws that into the dirt.
Yeah, he had to, because Valders had snuffed it out along with Jameer Thurman, and they had to play red completely. Offensive lineman coming out in front of them trying to set up the screen, and they said not today.
.45 brick W pinch Y edge on 2-on-2. Ready?
Reminder, he's going long count.
Hey, banana! Sit on! Read it!
Second and 10, they go on the ground. It's Mason. He'll be stopped short. Field goal unit will come on. So Emmanuel Davis's penalty for ejection, 25 yards. So the holding's 10, and that's why they moved it up 15 yards. The other URs were offsetting.
Yeah, I like the play call there by Zach Collaros and the use of cadence there. He went on 2 trying to draw the defense offside, and you heard him go hard count there. You're settling for 3.
So a lot going on, and Loud, they're trying to make it a 14-point game, and he hits another. Lots of time left. The 2 touchdowns. Saskatchewan Roughrider lead. American Ninja Warrior, the place to get your kicks and see gravity-defying stunts. No other show will get your pulse pounding like American Ninja Warrior. All new tomorrow at 8, 9 Mountain on CTV. Although this is certainly getting a pulse pounding for Saskatchewan and Calgary fans.
Sure is. This place is electric.
Over 10 minutes to go. A 2-touchdown lead, but Romar Morris with a dash up across the 45 and a quick Calgary first down.
So nice stable of backs when you got Don Jackson sitting at home, Terry Williams and Romar Morris taking turns here in the backfield for Calgary, trying to work their team back into things. The patchwork offensive line.
13 carries, 70 yards to the North Carolina product.
Credit the fans right here in Rider Nation getting that one done.
Time count violation. Calgary, number 19. It's a 5-yard penalty. Made first down.
Regardless, that's on Bo Levi Mitchell. That's just a no-no. Can't have that. There it is. Getting her done. 13th man. Trying to protect that 14-point lead with their team on the field.
They only get louder. 8:15, they get Michelle back to the original line of scrimmage and dragged down by Aguavin. And so that's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey, Wow, you got to split that. Split one. Come on. Rebel right, Z Tornado. 62. 7 rounds, Z Mohawk. Touchdown smash. I'll put off the way.
The unbeaten streak on the line. Flag comes down, and it's another time count.
The entire Saskatchewan bench is encouraging it too.
Time count violation. Calgary, number 19. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
All right. Number right. 62 counting. All shallow cross. Backside cover. Let's put off the right.
And they get there. And it's Charleston Hughes again. A former Stampeder double dips. He's got 11 on the year.
Yeah, Charleston is right here. He's going to squeeze right in between this gap, right in here. Get skinny and explode to the quarterback.
Weaver punts it away. And Christian Jones will go down at the 42. So 8:11 to go. Zach Caleros at the controls, leading by a couple of touchdowns. His adversary, Bo Levi Mitchell, sacked once again. 5th time of the game.
And it's finger licking good.
Big weapon for Zach Caleros has been Williams Lambert. 9 catches, 113 yards. That's the biggest receiving game for a Roughrider this season.
Well, he had 22 coming into the ball game. He's almost halfway to that total. And really been the apple of Zach Caleros' eye tonight, finding them all over the football field. First-year player from Ball State.
24 catches in his last 4, so he is heating up. The hitch to the wide side of the field. Josh Stanford a catch, short yardage.
Hey, Beretta!
And the high-rated Calgary defense has to get Caleros off the field.
Beretta, another automobile terminology.
Hey, Fresno State! Fresno State! Let's go! Hurry!
Caleros steps up, throwing over the middle, and it's caught. Big-time catch there, and it's Williams Lambert into double digits in catches.
This is going to be a sweet look at Zach Caleros' sight lines and just strong arms it on the run. And a big-bodied receiver, 6'3", 225 pounds, muscles it down. Right over Wall and company.
That might have been his best. 39-yard connection.
Green in! Green in!
Here's Trey Mason to the 20, and he has 7. So Williams Lambert, 10 catches, 151 yards in the game.
Timeout, Calgary.
Huddle. Gotta stop him here.
Makeshift secondary, CC, you know, with Berger still at free safety. Tunde Adeleke coming off the IR. He's playing half now for Emmanuel Davis, who's in the locker room.
Bunch right. 44 brick W pinch.
They call a timeout here to give the defense a little bit of a break before what Dave Dickinson has signaled as a key play. They need a stop.
Green in.
2nd and 3. Mason, they get that stop. Big play there. Fired up was Junior Turner. Adeleke stepped up.
It's just like they just penetrated the line of scrimmage and just lived in the backfield there. You kind of ask yourself, where's this been all night? It's just they dialed it up a little bit here, and then before the time he gets the football, they're in the backfield. It's creating a different line of scrimmage. Man, I was just talking about Tunde Adeleke back there along with Junior Turner.
So here's Lowther, who went 5 for 5 in the last game against Calgary, trying to match that here. It's another. And it's a 17-point lead. Just under 5.5 minutes to go. Matty, getting into the meat of the season. Week 11 next week. Eskimos will be in Hamilton. Mentioned that's Joe Montford night. Argonauts, we think Johnny Manziel may be back for that game against Macbeth. Blue Bombers will try and bounce back from being humbled by Ottawa against Calgary, and it will be the Riders in BC. The live mic game will be the Roughrider game. There's Romar Morris out of the backfield and up across the 41-yard line.
Fast football, fast.
Yeah, he's going fast football.
Level left, pitching too hot. Mallard. Hey, you're over the top, Mallard.
Got to make the most of every possession now. 3-man rush. Mitchell underneath, and a first down catch from Kamar Jordan, who is wrestled down at midfield.
Hey, rebel right, or on. Rebel right, or on. Trout, Vegas. Hey, hit screen. Trout for you.
From midfield, screen it to Morris. Gets a block, but then gets tagged by Purifoy. Pickup of 6 yards. Purifoy picked up after Ottawa released him.
Bomber Vegas!
And has fit in nicely in place of the injured Preston Butler.
Certainly has.
Bomber Vegas!
Playmakers kind of bounced around over the last 2 or 3 years. Ottawa had no more need for him. Sass said thank you.
2nd and 4. Gonna take a shot. Wants Lamar to win and can't make the catch. In behind Javon Johnson. But incomplete.
You actually hear Bo Levi Mitchell this football out there to Lamar Jordan right in the money. Got to squeeze that one. Big play, missed opportunity. That's when you got to make those plays. Easy when competition's not at its highest, and right now you need everything. You need to squeeze that one.
Well, they converted 3rd and 5 and scored a touchdown. They need a 3rd down conversion here. Here comes the heat, quickly away, and it's a big first down catch for Kamar Jordan to keep Calgary alive.
Yeah, Bo's going to go to the line of scrimmage here and go hurry up. He knew the heat was coming. had the adjustments. Kamar Sart, much like they talked about yesterday in sit-downs, he sees it like a quarterback from putting a lot of film stuff.
5 catches all in the second half for Jordan, a first down, and another quick hitter. Daniels had to reach back to make that grab. Javon Johnson touches him down at the 34.
That reminded me of Eric Rogers in the lineup on the IR for Calgary.
Guys, rebel left.
Bo's in tempo, but the 3-minute warning is being called here. How close a finish are we going to get? It's a 17-point Rider lead. 2 sacks for Charleston Hughes. He has sacks in 7 of 8 games this year. And a strip sack there.
110.
Now tied for 9th all time with the great Tyrone Jones. Second and short. Mitchell's going to run for it. Doesn't run often, but has a first down.
Hey, rebel left! Rebel left!
Led the league in sacks 3 times and in the double digits for the 6th time in his 11-year career. Had 18 sacks in 2013, 16 in 2016. Those numbers might be in jeopardy this year. Mitchell sidearms that, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yes. That's just good coverage in the secondary by Sask here, just blanketed receivers everywhere, and Bo had nowhere to throw it. Had to throw off balance and kind of threw it into the ground. Javon Johnson, 11 years, still making it happen out there.
Riders won 1 game against the Stampeders last year, 30-7. Trying to win for only the 2nd time in their last 13 meetings. Knocked the Stamps from the ranks of unbeaten. 2nd and 10, and he put too much on that. Overthrowing the intended target, Terry Williams. And again, they look at 3rd down.
It's a 3-score game, so I would think you'd give yourself an opportunity to score twice more by putting yourself in range, because you don't make it here, virtually game over. You got to kick and take the 3.
Keep yourself in the game.
Yes. As disheartening as it is as an offensive unit in this game, game's on the line, 3rd and 10, you think you can make it. This is the right play. Give yourself a chance.
Extend the game.
Yes.
Again, if it was 16 points, they wouldn't be doing it.
Right. 17, 3-score game. You can tell that
Calgary is challenging the previous play that there was pass interference on their player number 38. We'll review the play.
Dave mentioned that there were hands all over him, so he is going to try and get a first down by penalty, and if unsuccessful, he'll kick the field goal. Let's have a look. So 38.
Yeah, and he's right here, and it's going to be Judge. He, I believe, grabs him in the backfield, right there, middle of your screen, and he definitely impedes him after 5 yards. I think that's a pretty easy call. Coming from the right of your screen, you see a better look of it, and he's right here. That's illegal contact on a receiver, if not pass interference all day long.
And it was the intended target, so you can challenge the pass interference.
I think Chris Jones knows. Well, I had a chance to talk to him. I referred to sit-downs. That's yesterday when you sit down with the opposition and the teams playing, and talking to Chris Jones. He's checking his phone Friday night because his old school back in Tennessee was playing their first game, and he was checking the score because he knew high school football was happening, and he was said it reminds me of why I got into this business of going back to Tennessee.
Here. Yeah.
Do you still check your high school scores?
No.
Nope, not anymore.
No.
It's going back a little too far, is it?
After review, the ruling on the field is overturned. We have pass interference. Saskatchewan, number 4. It's a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Calgary.
You're right. Chris Jones knew it. Cameron Judge knew it. And Dave Dickinson gets to keep his offense on the field.
That's right. And just to finish that story, Chris Jones said it was pretty exciting because South Pittsburgh Pirates beat Saskatchewan County 19-0, and he was jacked about that as much as he's going to be jacked about this win here tonight.
You check Louisiana Tech scores.
Oh, yeah, I do.
There you go.
Smash! Let's go, December!
First time in the red zone tonight. Ball steps up, fires, touchdown. Tavares Daniels has the major when they get a little closer with 2:27 on the clock.
That's his protection. Nice job up front right here. Going to run a little post pattern. Stick his DB, straighten him up. Bang! Nice move. Bo Levi's got plenty of time. Throws a dart in there. Getting his team closer.
Good job. I don't want that with you.
He knew it was going to be a fight. Although Saskatchewan looked like they came out with bad intentions and been playing good football the entire game, Calgary's fought back in the last 30 minutes.
Fred has missed one. He's got this one.
Thanks, boys.
So it's a 10-point game. 10 plays, 75 yards in 3:02. Penalty by the challenge pass interference.
That's just a sick move right there. Just spun the defender around. Bo Levi, the reason why that play happened is because those big boys up front gave him ample time to find his long receiver in the end zone.
4 touchdown passes in the game for Mitchell.
That's not going to matter worth nothing if they don't win this ball game.
You need to stop running.
So the special teams guru of the Stampeders drawing up the short kick here.
And Mark Killam has been there a while. Ever since I left the organization, he got involved with strength and conditioning coach, and there's Craig Dickinson on the other side. Two of the best in the CFL. Special team coordinators getting their boys ready for one of the biggest plays in the ball game.
A lot going on. It's been a good football game. And Rob Maver to do the honors. And people have asked, he is not necessarily offside standing there. The kicker can make contact anywhere, and he's going to go the other way. And it was almost dropped, but Bailey, does he have it? He does.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's your meal ticket right there. Hang on. Wow. That's just well defended by Craig Dickinson's unit. Nice design by Mark Killam's unit.
Devin Bailey fought it, but he hung on for dear life.
That's his meal ticket. He knows. Yeah, I got it. Woo. It's going to be a good night.
Might not have been pretty, but he was smiling for the cameras at the end of it. And now they'll try and grind out the clock here with a 10-point lead.
Hey, way to go, way to go.
Timeout, Calgary.
Hey, way to go,
Yeah, talk about the slate of games that we've had this week with Toronto beating BC, a big ball game there. Huge win for them, gets them back to 3-5. Now playing Montreal next week. Obviously, Winnipeg getting it handed to him was he's eye-opener for that football club.
Yeah, Ottawa made a statement, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. 6-3 going to the bye week was amazing.
Not a good week for Winnipeg. They lose to Ottawa, and now they find out they've got to play an ornery Calgary Stampeder team. Unless something dramatic happens in the last 2:19. Well, there's a stop.
There you go.
There's the stop. They
11 straight road after coming after a bye for the Calgary Stampeders. 17 in total after coming off the bye week, and that's likely going to be stopped and stymied here tonight with a heck of an effort by Saskatchewan, but Calgary's not going out without a fight.
Hey, Dickie, we can use up all the clock.
Chris Jones sends out his punt team. You give up the single anyway and make it 11 again, or does that matter at this point?
I think field position matters more than anything.
More so.
Yeah. And we got two of the best positional punters and directional punters in the game, and Rob Maver's the best. And that man right there, Josh Bartell's second in the league. And
Terry Williams up over the 25. Nearly sprung it, but dropped at the 30-yard line. Minute 45 remaining for Mitchell, who needs a quick scoring drive and another short kick.
He's got the horses to do it. Guys that can stretch the field, and his arm is in great shape once again this year. Last year he really struggled because of a shoulder injury. Had to rehab that extensively, and now his arm is back to full strength, and he's slinging it all over the yard with his counterpart tonight, Zach Collaros.
Stats came in 7-0, 2-0 against the West, 3-0 on the road, 17-0 off a bye, 11-0 on the road off a bye. Mitchell stepping up, taking a look. American Michelle.
What is he doing?
Did he not get out of bounds?
No, he didn't.
He didn't. That should have been job one.
Oh my goodness. You got to have football acumen here and IQ and just understand the situation. That's killing valuable time.
Yep. That killed at least 6-7 seconds, which is at least a play. And now to the other side, Roman Morris not going to get out of bounds, not going to get the first down.
How about Matt Elam making his presence felt once again? Had a heck of a ball game. Just closing ground. Just, I mean, they lost yards on that play.
Another third down.
He got to.
Clock running away on him. Mitchell wants to go deep. Breskison being well covered, no flag. And was it intercepted or not?
Just put that ball on the ground and get the ball to 34-yard line.
Dickinson asking why there was no flag. It looked like Breskison was being held here. Let's take a look. How is that not? Purifoy was all over him, but it's a turnover on downs, and it's the sixth turnover.
Just look at that right there. I mean, they're dancing right there. Slow dancing. He's embracing him. And Dickey can't challenge it.
No, he's used the challenge on one that was not even close to that flagrant.
Just head on in, Murray.
So it's closing time here in Mosaic. Mason stopped by Ciante Evans.
Well, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and Saskatchewan took a big step in doing that tonight by beating the Calgary Stampeders and ending their 17-game win streak coming off the bye week and snapping their unbeaten streak this year. Absolutely phenomenal effort in all phases.
Yeah, three-phase win. This will get the attention around the league. It's a different team with Zach Collaros running the show and on top of his game like he was today.
Yeah, Zach is back. And this guy's is back as well. Pick six by Marshall. Absolutely changing momentum. And Iguavan untouched to the point of the punt. Blocked takes it, gets a nice hop, takes it in the end zone. All three phases working in conjunction here. They call it.
Defense Y edge on the hurry, ready?
Kind of a reverse of the first meeting when Calgary went up big and then Saskatchewan got close but couldn't catch them.
Timeout, Saskatchewan.
And that gives us a chance for the Nissan Titan Player of the Game. Brought to you by the Nissan Titan, the official vehicle of the Canadian Football League.
This Jordan Williams-Lambert just was on the football field. I don't know what he ate for pregame meal, but I'd go ahead and dial that up for next week as well. This kid is on fire, and so is this quarterback, delivering the football most of the evening. Jordan Williams-Lambert had himself one heck of a night. So is this young man.
Rather from 37 out. And they hit 3. And we got a neat note from Steve Daniel, the head statistician of the league. Nick Taylor, a touchdown on offense and defense. Last time a player did that in the same game, how about Milt Siegel? July 15th, 99, a pass from Kerwin Bell for a touchdown, and then a 52-yard fumble return off a block kick.
Is that considered defense? Is that considered defense?
It is considered defense.
Regardless, it doesn't surprise me. Mills finding the end zone because that's all he did over the course of his career. Scored touchdowns.
Y'all ain't even seen him pass yet. Don't forget. Keep your eye open.
Well, they're happy to have him back. See how Rob Bagg assimilates back into this organization. I'm sure that will be almost seamless. But a huge win for the Riders here tonight in front of a big crowd here in Mosaic on a beautiful night for football.
Back to 500 for Saskatchewan. And headed to BC with plenty of wind in their sails. Terry Williams returning it. Cam Judge there to bring him down. Time for one more play. Bo Levi Mitchell, 4 touchdown passes in the game, matching a career best. But he won't finish. Nick Arbuckle will come on to take the final snaps.
It's tough to swallow for Bo. Spitting it back out. He didn't want to swallow that. He doesn't lose very often, folks. He's 63-2 coming in this ball game. He moved to 63-11-2.
First loss for him in Saskatchewan. He's 8-2 now against the Roughriders. Arbuckle handing it off. It'll be Ante Milanovic leader. And there'll be time for one more play.
Bo Levi Mitchell's first loss since the Grey Cup last year.
Zach Caleros didn't throw a touchdown pass in the game, but he was sharp. 25 of 34 for 270.
Let's take that all day long. He looked like he was in command the entire night. First 2 drives set the tone, although they didn't get majors. Got in position to kick short field goals, and he was in command.
Fumbled football on the final play. That's going to be, how is it going to be another turnover? It doesn't matter, but it sums up the night, and there is no longer an unbeaten team in the CFL. And the Saskatchewan Roughriders get to 500 and snap a 2-game losing streak.
Always fun.
Middle game of a 3-game set between these two teams. The last one will be in October in Calgary. There's Nick Marshall, who had a touchdown on offense and defense in a 13-point win, 40-27. The final score here before a sellout crowd at Mosaic. So long from Regina. Sports Center coming your way next.